Hi guys, and welcome back. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a pickups video for you today. Not done one of these for maybe a week or two. Um, I've actually picked out some of the oldest stuff that I've got that I've not shown. Stuff that was from before when Outside was cancelled, really. So yeah, looking forward to seeing this stuff so I can actually put it back onto the shelves in the places that they need to be, really. Yeah, I've been probably like everyone. I've been quite drained recently. The heat that's going on at the moment is I just can't sleep. So I've been waking up really moody and tired and just not feeling it, to be honest. So I've just, instead of making videos, I've actually just been watching everyone else's and just enjoying watching everyone's content, really. But because of that as well, I've also been watching it on the TV. So I've actually watched quite a lot of people's and probably not even done a comment. So if I've not commented, I'm really sorry. I probably have watched it. I know Sean, I need to go comment on Sean's lockup video because that was flipping great. I know I've definitely not commented on him and there. Also as well, I keep meaning to say this as well, but comments in general have absolutely dog turd on YouTube at the moment. So I really apologise if I've not replied to any of them as well. I'm really finding it hard to find comments. I've found a new way to actually look through comments on my video so I can actually return them. But if I do a comment and someone comments back on my comment, I won't see it unless they've liked it. And I'm not fishing for likes or anything like that. It's just that I don't know, YouTube is knackered. Sorry, my cat nearly just knocked the pile over. So yeah, anyway, yeah, so I'm not, as I say, not fishing for comments. So not comments well, I'm not fishing for anything, but if you reply to me, just try and make a like on the comment just so I know that you've done it. But yeah, anyway, enough waffling. As I say, I'm tired, so I don't know what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, gonna start off with a few things, a couple of eBay purchases and the rest of CX. So yeah, I'm gonna have a drink because, as I say, it's flipping roasting up here. Absolutely roasting. It's gonna be them. It's really starting to be when we're gonna be up here sweating our asses off. I'm probably gonna start doing videos downstairs again if it carries on like this. Actually, really too warm up here. But anyway, right. So I'm gonna have to throw that cat over there. Right. So eBay. So I've been wanting some of these games for a while. So about that itchy nose through the cat. And that is the Irem Famicom games with the LED light. I've had this for flipping months, absolutely months. I think I paid £4 for this, around about £4 for this, shipped from Japan. So this is, I don't know if anyone can actually see this, but the game in question is Squoon. So this is an underwater shmup. I suppose this even could be the precursor to In the Hunt, because they're both Irem games, aren't they? So yeah, really looking forward to maybe actually getting around to playing this. The American NES version of this is quite a pricey game. I think you'd be looking for about £80 for a cart only of this. So it's great to be able to pick up a Famicom cheap as chips version with the bonus of a little LED. So hopefully this works. I only have the Retro Freak to actually play that and test it on. So I don't know if that technology would power that up because it only reads ROMs, so it might not actually work that way. But yeah, one day I'll play it. One day I will play it and try it. And yeah. Next up, we've got a Mega Drive game. So after doing that VR response, I actually have some Mega Drive games here. Would they replace the top 6? Not all, but one I've actually wanted to play. I actually owned it before, and that's Two Crude Dudes. Obviously I used to have what's it called, Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja on the NES. That was a pretty good game, actually. So this is the sequel, and I've heard a lot of good things about this. I actually played the arcade once upon a time. I mean, the artwork, I don't know. I'm not too sure what to think about that. Two muscly dudes. But when you actually look into it, it is so tongue-in-cheek, to be honest. That actually, I think it isn't too bad. The artwork in the actual game itself is absolutely fantastic. So colourful. Total opposite what you expect if you have a quick glance of this. So yeah, so as I say, this is a sequel to Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, and yeah, so it's a 2D platforming brawler that, yeah, it's quite unique really for the Mega Drive. I don't think there is too many games like this where you can actually do the brawling and stuff. It's kind of got like the proper comic book style, like crack when you hit people as well and stuff. So yeah, really looking forward to actually playing this again one day. One day I'll play these games. One that I know I'll definitely play, and it will be not too much longer. So we've got CEX here. I went in to trade a load of crap to CEX, and I just thought I'd peruse the shelves while they was checking it all over and everything. And I noticed they had a copy of Dragon Quest 7 for the 3DS. So that was 22 quid, as you can see there. In fact, I've got the receipt in here. It actually comes with, well, is it the manual, or is it everything that's needed? I don't know. But yeah, absolutely love the Dragon Quest series. This is actually a port of the PlayStation 2 game, if I remember correctly. But I think they've done a really stellar job of it. I think they made, I've heard this is the way to play it. So yeah, I love my RPGs. Love to just sit with them at work, and yeah, play it on the 3DS. You can just play it once you need to do something. You can just close it, pick it up the next day, and you're ready to go exactly where you left it off. So that's why I prefer playing these than the consoles, really, because you have to get to that specific save point, and then sometimes, yeah, it can take a while, and you kind of lose the fun of it a little bit. So next up, we've got a game that I had quite a lot of trouble acquiring, really. So this was off the CEX website, and that game is Trevor McFur. What is it? And the Crescent Galaxy. So, and that's for the Atari Jaguar. So this is, was this supposed to be like the Atari Jaguar's mascot, I think. Yeah, the game is absolutely dog turd. It reminds me of like a very basic sort of Amiga shooter, but with like uprated 64-bit graphics. So I've got a soft spot for that kind of game. It doesn't all have to be the best like shooters for me. I sometimes love this sort of like FMV style looking, like sort of like look like flash based games, I suppose. But yeah, the box that I got before this was absolutely battered. It was absolutely terrible. So I took it, sent it back. Took ages to mess about, but in that meantime, I actually took that manual out of the box that I took back. Because the thing is with CX, if you sometimes get a good box, you find that there's no manual. But oh dear, I'm ruining the box here. But there was a manual in it, so yeah, absolutely buzzing to get this. There's not many Jaguar games I want, but this was one of the ones that was on my list just for the cheese factor of it all, really. So yeah, if anyone needs the manual for Trevor McFur, let me know and see what we can sort out. Next up, we have got Jumping Flash. So Boofy ALX, hi mate, back at the YouTubes, back where he belongs. Well, he picked up this game from CEX, and he said how cheap it was, and I couldn't believe it. It was £8 from CEX, and this is how long ago it was. This is when it was £1.50 delivery. And that game is Jumping Flash. So I've got the sequel, but I just didn't have the first one because I didn't want to pay like 15-20 quid like the asking price, what a lot of them were. But this has come in absolutely mint condition, absolutely fantastic. So I don't know if this is the original cover, because it's got, sorry, the original case, because it's got the hologram there, but I'm sure the hologram only goes onto the ones that have the PlayStation at the bottom. And the other thing that makes me question it a little bit is it's got the manual, but it's also got the double case there, which I looked on eBay and I can't find any that's like this. So I know some of the early games used to come with a demo. So could that be a rare version of Jumping Flash that's just missing the demo? And if so, what is the demo? I've got a feeling this is just a reshell. As I say, it's really good condition. But if this is a reshell, that is quite good actually, because these are the cases that are quite hard to come by. So if I get, I don't know, is it Grandia or something like that? I think that's a double disc one that I don't think I've got. Might have it, I don't know. Yeah, if I get that and that case is battered, I could just swap it around quite easy, because I mean the single case ones of these are 10 a penny, aren't they, really? So yeah, really happy to get this. Really cool little platformer. I like this. Really reminds me of PlayStation, to be honest. I don't know if I actually played the full version of this or if it was just a demo, like a lot of people. Demo 1, this was really massive. I want it. So yeah, I think it's a bit of a hidden gem, really. I think a lot of people get put off by the look of it, but it's actually quite a lot of fun. So yeah, everyone go grab a copy of that, especially if it's £8. I've got a feeling that's going to shot up in value now. As I say, that was probably about 3 or 4 months ago. I actually even did a silly CEX roulette unboxing of that and showed it to like a few people on WhatsApp, just because it's not something I do. I can't wait to get out of that hole. It comes through the post, I pick it up and I'm opening it straight away. I can't like hold packages for days on end and that just so I can do a video. It's just not me. I can't do it. I'm just too impatient. Next up we have got Phantom 2040. So this is a really cool game. I had this before and I never really got around to playing it. Just like, I mean, it's just what we do, innit, when you collect. So this was 20 quid, and I can remember speaking to the Nameless Gamer about this, because I actually had this on order and he said he was thinking about getting a mint copy of this. So he got the mint copy for 30 quid, I think it was at the time, and this was 20 quid. Absolutely mint copy, mint as out this box. It's a really good condition. Only problem is no manual, but I mean I probably paid about a £5 for this. So realistically, I feel like I'm onto a winner. I don't mind too much. I really don't. As long as the box is in good condition, that is my main thing. So yeah, this is sort of, I believe it's like a Metroidvania style game. It's based on a comic book of the Phantom. I think there was a cartoon of this in the 90s. I'm sure there was. I'm sure I actually even watched it and enjoyed it. I can't really remember, but I can actually remember the game. I know it was on the Super Nintendo as well. So yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this, so I need to get this going. Also, another game that I've heard a lot of good things for, and one that doesn't come up on CX very often. And for 30 quid, I got myself Blades of Vengeance. So yeah, again, I probably paid 10 quid, less than 10 quid for this. So, and that makes it, the fact that it's got no manual, a little bit more stomachable, to be honest. Again, absolutely fantastic condition. The manuals for me, as long as I get, like I say, good condition. I mean, it feels like it's never hardly been played. It's one of them ones that it's hard to actually open. So for me, this was the only copy that was on there. So for me, I've got a feeling the manual was bought, the manual was taken out, and it was returned, which is a shame, really. It really is a shame that people do that. But I can't say anything because I've done the exact same thing. But I think it's what CX have caused its own problem by doing that. We all do it. I've seen so many people mention stuff on it, and it's because we want to get eventually that full copy. But yeah, talking about naughty CEXing, I did a bit of a free upgrade. So I went into my local CEX, and while I was checking a load of games and everything, I perused the shelves and I found Mario Kart Double Dash in this golden sleeve. And not only that, but it also had inside it the Mario Double Dash with Zelda, with the Zelda not to be sold separately. So yeah, 25 quid this was. I already had the game, so what I did, and this is why it was a bit naughty, is I bought it, and then the next day I went back because I had some more stuff to take. And I said, I've already got it, I'm sorry. So I returned my copy and I kept this. So for free, I got this slipcase and upgraded to the Zelda one. The only problem about the Zelda one is it's got all the manuals and everything like that in it, but it doesn't have the Zelda disc. It's just got the Mario Kart Double Dash disc. So if anyone's got that Zelda, I can't remember what it is. I think, is it the NES versions of Zelda? I can't really remember. In fact, it isn't, of course. Is it Ocarina of Time? I don't know. It's a Zelda, but the thing is, I couldn't leave this behind. I mean, it's in such good condition. This manual doesn't look like it's being used, except it's got a little bit of a rip there, so I guess it has. But yeah, I don't mind having a bit of a free upgrade. The thing is, no one's losing out on this deal because this is just sold as a standard edition. So for me to return it back, they're just going to be selling a copy that they was expecting anyway. So yeah, now I can take these bloody stupid CX things off. Now I've shown that I've actually got it from CX, because I've got a feeling not many people would believe that this was traded into CX, to be fair. Flipping out, they made a right mess of it. I know there's a silver version as well. I think one was a pre-order bonus from Game, which I think this one is, and I think the silver one was that a pre-order bonus from HMV. I've got a feeling that the silver one actually has HMV a little bit embossed into it as well. Or am I making that up? I don't know. I'm looking at you, Raz, because I think you know about them. So next up, so the Sega Saturn heavy hitter. We're at the end now, so yeah, that's where we are. So my Sega Saturn heavy hitter, I actually ordered this a couple of times ages ago, and it got cancelled like last year, ages ago, which was a bit of a shame. But I ordered this. It came, it was in absolutely terrible condition again, but it had the manual, so again, and the manual is in really good condition actually, which is a bit weird. So what I did is I kept the manual, returned the game, and got another copy, and this one came, and it is Shining Wisdom. Yes, got it, finally got it, but also comes with the flipping manual, so I've got two manuals. So if anyone needs a Shining Wisdom manual, let me know and see what we can work out. Yeah, let's have a look. It's been disc. You can tell this has been disc cleaned because it's got a little bit of white on it, but it does work, which is good. So I've noticed a lot of the Sega Saturn stuff, I don't know if they just disc clean them just straight away, but yeah, I've noticed a lot of them have got the white stuff around it. Again, both manuals that I've got are in flipping 9.5 out of 10 condition. Maybe a little bit yellowed pages, you know, like how old paper does really, but not like terrible. The clasp works and everything like that. But yeah, absolutely buzzing to get this. This is sort of like a Legend of Zelda style version of the Shining games. So this is like, yeah, so it's an action RPG as opposed to a full-blown Shining style RPG. So for me, I know this is more likely to get played. And that's what I'm trying to go for in my collection. Games that I will actually play. So yeah, that is the last one out of the 9. Is it 9 that I'm going to show? So hopefully I've not waffled on too much. Not just waffled, but just randomly talked. But yeah, some good stuff here. Like, I think out of all these three are the gems for me. I definitely know this is a bit of a hidden gem. One I really want to play, and a lovely upgrade. So yeah, cheers for watching, and I'll try and do a VR response soon. Cheers, bye.